and liquid concept. So today we're going to talk a little bit about Harleys again. If you've seen any of the other videos, we've done some dipping on some full fairings, I'm sorry, not the fairings, but the tins on motorcycles. And so we've got another one here that we're doing a different bike, but still going to be on the motorcycle. And this one's going to be on the front fairing, mainly for like the gauge cluster and panel and all of that. And of course, they definitely want it done in the carbon fiber, so that's what we're going to do. So pretty much this is what we are working with. Now, as you can see, we have tons of curves and recessed areas and pockets and all in through here. We have these areas right down through here where you can see it's got a very sharp V in right in through here. And then of course we have this big open area in through here. Then we have another V in through here. And it's a very complex part, it really is. But once you kind of dive down into just the way that it looks in general and you look at it as a whole, it's not going to be as hard of a dip as what you really think. And so we're going to kind of break this down, show you guys what we're going to do on getting everything prepped and ready, and then pretty much go from there. So we've already got this sanded down, primered, and painted, and so it's ready to go, ready to dip. And so now what we're going to look at is where are we going to trap air, where are we going to possibly have stretch, and what are we going to do about it. And so of course the biggest thing is you know, getting in these pockets right here. Inevitably there's going to be maybe a little bit of stretch right in these areas. There's nothing you can really do about that. That's just going to happen. The other thing is that we're going to have a lot of stretch right in these deep recessed pockets right here and right in here. And the other thing is you can't really prevent that a lot as well. But the biggest thing is that the customer already knows that we're probably going to come back in and black in these areas to make them really nice and subtle, but give it a really good look, because then we'll come back in and we can black in these little top areas in through here, all of these areas in through here, and then that way it makes it look a lot more like it's a factory finish, and it gives a really nice soft edge going from a black color right here into the carbon that's going to be over the top of this. And then of course you come back to the top side up into here, and then you run the risk of there might be trapped air right in these areas and right in here. So we definitely have to be very cautious on, as we're dipping it down into the water, what angle and everything like that we want to do for getting this dipped correctly, and that way we prevent the least amount of trapped air, as well as we try to prevent the most of the stretching all the way around the entire part. So let's go ahead, let's get this all taped up if we need to. Now on something like this, I'm probably not going to tape up any of these areas right in through here, and the main reason is because it's already stretched going all the way down into here. So by the time that it comes out of these areas right here where these gauges actually sit, it's not going to matter as much, because then we don't have anything on this back side like right here that the carbon needs to get into. And so once it wraps all the way into here, then we're good. And so pretty much we're going to leave these open, let those flow in as much as we can, because we definitely want it to stretch down in there as much as possible. And then we might go ahead and back tape these edges right up in through here, so then that way as it's going around these objects like this, then we can still have a nice smooth edge coming around right here and then meeting back up into these legs right in through here. Other than that though, everything else should be pretty standard dip, so it'll wrap around this edge in through here. We've got a very nice edge on this back here that's just pretty much like a 90-degree angle, and so we don't have to worry about that too much. And then same thing all the way around on this other side. So pretty much we'll just back tape this part right in through here and get it ready for the dip. So let's get started. So we got everything all taped up, all ready to go. So a couple of things about whenever we're dipping it. So as we go to dip it, we're going to be holding it something like this right here. So it makes it nice because these little gauge clusters that we got here, it makes it nice because we can hold them either right here or right here, and we can maneuver it whichever way we want. So the plane of attack that we're going to have at first here is we're going to hold it something like this right here, and we're going to just go down nice and slow and steady coming down into here. So of course all the water will flow up into here and then come all the way out, and so you can see we've got a ridge going right up in through here and then coming right back out into that. So you do not want to just go down like this right here, because the problem is that you're going to trap air right in this area right here. And so what we're going to try to do is as we're going down, once we get past about halfway coming down into the water, about right into here, we're going to make sure that we have enough of an angle like this right here, so then that way that angle will help prevent any of this air from being trapped in this little pocket right here. And then of course everything else will flow on into these gauge areas really well, and of course we should have a really good flow all the way up into and out all the way through here. And so pretty much the way that we're going to try to go about this is we're going to start it about like that, and then just slowly kind of go down like this, and then that way that should help prevent any of the air being trapped from in here as well as up into here, and then being able to even hopefully prevent some of the trapped air in here and right in here as well. Again, this is kind of one of those deals where this is a very complex piece. We're going to try it, we're going to see how it goes. I think everything should go pretty well. I got high hopes on it, so let's get the film laid out and let's try it and see what happens. So here we go. So kind of looking over the film, normally, and again, you can if you want, you know, I've got plenty of room right here. I could take this and move it back even more, but just to make sure that I have plenty of room, I'm probably just going to leave this right here just in case. Technically, if you wanted to, you could cut off that little 6-inch mark or something like that. Give yourself a little bit less to activate, but in this case, I think we're just going to leave that and just see how it goes with just a full piece of film going down into the water. So let's get this out and get this over here. Set this exactly the way that we want to dip it. So we'll set that just like that right there. And then we'll test the film, make sure which side goes down and which side goes up on the water. So again, we'll just get our fingers wet just like that, and then we'll just hold the film on just a corner a few seconds, and then the side that sticks to your finger, which is like this right here, will go down on the water. So in this case, this side right here needs to be flipped over, so then that way it can go down on the water. So gonna grab some help real quick and flip it around, and we'll get it in the water. Good thing I moved that back, huh? All right, so we got everything on here. We've got our timer set. Now we did set it for about 30 seconds, so it's about to go off here. And let's spray the activator and see what happens. Move that in a little bit. All right, so it was a little bit too early on spraying the activator. You can kind of see here, I'll show you this. See all these wrinkles that we're getting right in through here, all the way like that, and then all the way through here. So that's telling me that the film's not ready. So pretty much we'll throw this out, we'll grab another one, we'll increase the time, we'll probably bump it up to about 50 seconds, and we'll go again with it. So here we go. So round 2. We got it set for about 50 seconds this time. After the timer goes off, we'll spray the activator, and we should have a lot better results. Came out a lot better. We got a really nice glass going on, so that's exactly what we wanted. So, do the same thing like what we talked about, and let's dip it down and see how it goes. Out very well. Move this around and we'll see how this looks. Very nice. That came out really good. Inevitably, as we was talking about before, there's going to be some stretch in these areas right in through here and right in through here, just like kind of what we had talked about. We did, however, get very good stretch all the way in through these areas, in this area right in through here, all in through here, so we may not even have to black that out. We're going to take a look at it after it's all said and done, after it's been rinsed and everything, but all in all, we've got a very good straight line coming all the way in through here and all the way around. So all in all, I think that came out really well as we got good coverage all the way back into here, around into here, and all the way back into here. So I'm really happy with it. So let's get this thing rinsed, get some touch-ups on it, and show you guys the end results, so stay tuned. Hey guys, all right, so we got everything all finished up, got it all clear coated. The part came out amazing. So let's kind of go over a little bit of it and show you guys the end result. I think this thing came out beautiful. Customers definitely going to love it. And the other nice thing is that we were able to salvage all the way in here, all the way in here, because as I was saying before, you know, we may have to come in and black in some of these areas, but thankfully the film stretched really well all the way through, all the way in here. Everything came out looking amazing with this, so we are definitely really happy with it. We got all the way around these edges in through here. We got one dip all the way across the entire thing, and we even got back into here, all inside here, all the way up, and then all the way down into that. So all in all, this dip came out really good. We're super happy with it, and I think the customer is definitely going to be very impressed with it after he sees the final results. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know we always do. If you have any questions or comments, then definitely leave them below. We'd love to hear from you on anything hydrographics related, as well as what did you think about the fairing? How did it come out? Would you have done anything differently? Definitely let us know that in the comment section below. Also, if you have anything on any upcoming videos that you'd like to see, definitely leave them below. We'd love to hear from you on that. Also, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you subscribe to our weekly tips and tricks on anything hydrographics related. And also, if you like the video, give us a big thumbs up on the thumb up button. So I'm Bryan from Liquid Concepts, and we're making I was so close. I'm Bryan from Liquid Concepts, and this is how we customize your world. We'll see you guys next time.